Make a move, looks to the inside of Sangermano, down into turn number 1. Trying to make the pass to get into third in that number 7.
As they come off turn 4, Julio now third. Sangermano's under fire from Derek Ranstrom. Beautiful colors on that number 35 as he works the bottom groove. Veteran here at Thompson Speedway in the Pro Stock division for many, many years. Taking a stab here at the Sunoco Modifieds, right now in the 5th spot, closer to the front. Todd Owen has closed in a little bit on Danny Cates as they come off turn number 4, the top 2. Now just about nose to tail at lap number 3 of 30.
Yeah, Todd Owen about to make this a race as he gets up on the back bumper of Danny Cates. Gives him a little bit of a shove there on the backstretch. Sort of a, hey, I'm here. And then pulls down to the inside, makes the pass going into turn 3. Cates returns the favor here on the front stretch.
Yeah, I don't think Danny Cates was too happy there. That got Cates up into the outside wall. And don't think anything ill will there. Just a mistimed bump from Owen that Cates could not take as they go down into 3 and 4, though. Owen's got control of the lead. Cates is second. And coming up into their rear view is the Mr. Rooter Plumbing, number 7 here as we hit the lap 5 mark. John Pulio right in the mix here for the race lead.
Yeah, plenty of laps to go. It's a 30-lap feature, and we've got 5 complete. Up front, again, your leader, Todd Owen. Of course, no stranger to leading races here at Thompson. Out in front in that number 81. Cates for second, and Pulio right with him for third.
Down into 3 and 4 they go. Pulio took a look to the inside, settles it in back behind as the top 3 run nose to tail off of turn number 4. 7 laps complete this time by. We saw back in part 1 of the Icebreaker a couple of weeks ago that Pulio had a great car, led most of the race. Todd Owen closed in very late, and Pulio was able to hang on in the final couple of laps. Today, the opposite. Pulio trying to charge through, dives to the inside of Danny Cates. Cates is going to give him the position, and as they come off turn 4, positions 2 and 3 have swapped as Pulio moves to number 2.
Todd Owen won both ends of the World Series last fall. Once again, the Thompson-Sunoco Modifieds ran both days, as they do here with the Icebreaker. They do on the World Series as well. And Todd Owen was a 2-time winner last fall. And we talked about Pulio, the multi-time winner here in the Thompson-Sunoco Modifieds last year during the season, enough so to pick up the championship. And part of that string of wins that he had were both ends of the Icebreaker last year. And he'd like to do that again this year. As we said, he won that Icebreaker main event back at the end of March, day number 1 of the Icebreaker. And he'd like to do it again. Staying within striking distance, but Owen looking to be the stronger at this point.
Yeah, right now as they run, they're running basically even lap times. That time by actually both of them at 19.77. So early on still in this race, the cars will wear on a little bit more. We'll see if Pulio has a little bit of an advantage as it goes on. But as they roll through 3 and 4, Danny Cates sitting in 3rd. Zach Sangermano in the 4th spot. Derek Ranstrom is 5th. Zach Leone 6th. Eric Leclerc is 7th. As the field rolls around here at Thompson, Pete Caro, very, very, very historic name when it comes to SK Modified Racing in Connecticut over the last few years. Many, many championships in a row. Broke a lot of records, I believe, at the Stafford Speedway, winning a lot there. Won at the Waterford Speed Bowl many times, and of course here at Thompson. When you think of SK Modifieds, you think of names like Todd Owen, Keith Rocco, who unfortunately was involved in that incident in the qualifying race earlier, not able to make it out with the feature. But these guys are the best of the best, and Pulio is certainly making his name for himself here the last couple of years.
Yeah, and he stays in the tire tracks of Owen, but Owen showing just enough to maintain that 4-car length lead down the backstretch. They'll come to the cross flags this time, 15 down and 15 to go in our Thompson-Sunoco Modified feature event. Working around some lap traffic, going around Nathan Pitko's number 24. And Owen maintains that lead. It's actually grown a little bit. We'll call it 6 car lengths at this point. Julio, pedaling as hard as he can, just can't seem to close the gap.
Yeah, it's going to be tough here as the laps continue to wind down. The gap is 0.8 of a second. It's not something he's going to make up in a lap or two. He's going to have to do it consistently. And right now it just does not look like he's got quite enough. This time by 12 laps to go. And he is a little bit slower, actually, that time by. They basically matched their lap time since they got singled out. And tells you they've got two very good handling cars and very stable machines. But Danny Cates not too far behind in third, having a good run here on the podium as they come off turn number 4. 11 laps to go for Todd Owen. Julio is second, Cates third, Sangermano and Ransom the top 5. Following this, the street stocks will hit the Thompson Speedway Oval for their main event on the evening, which is scheduled for 25 laps. Then we will have qualifying for the NASCAR Wheel and Modified Tour. The late models will go for 30 laps, and then the feature for the Wheel and Modified Tour will wrap down the program this evening. 10 laps to go, says Mike Helberg, when they cross the line that time by.
Yeah, and no letting up for Owen. Continues to expand on that lead up to about car length.
Down in turn 1 on the 4 of Zach Leone goes around for the third time trying to get this event in. It looks like we're having some success here this evening, obviously, with the NASCAR Wheel and Modified Tour coming up a little bit later on. Field in turns 3 and 4 into the restart zone. Green flag is in the air, and we're back underway.
And Owen is back in the lead. Julio trying to stay with him. Here's Danny Cates in a battle with Sangermano right behind them. That is the race for third, but we're watching the race for the lead out of turn 4. It's Owen. Julio trying to hang tough right with him.
Down into 1 and 2 they go. Single file. Cates and Sangermano side by side for the third spot, but your leaders come off turn number 2, and Julio is not letting Owen get away as they go down into 3 and 4, closes into the back bumper, settles in back behind that battle for third side by side. Sangermano with a little bit of an edge through the corner now on Danny Cates. He's got third across the line.
Yeah, he's fighting hard there on the outside. Cates not giving it up very easy.
As Leone goes around in turns 1 and 2, once again trying to get that car refired, and it looks like he will. We'll stay green here with 6 laps to go. So thank you to the 4. Got sideways, spun it out, keeps it rolling. That battle for the lead rolls through the corner, side by side behind them. Continues as Cates crossed over to the bottom of Sangermano. They go side by side down the back straightaway as Todd Owen leads the charge off turn 4 with 5 to go.
Yeah, Cates is able to get around Sangermano and get back into third spot in that number 2. Up in front of them is that battle for the lead. Now Owen with a little bit of breathing room's got a length and a half over Julio. Julio was right there within striking distance just a lap ago. But as the laps wind down now, 4 to go, it's Todd Owen showing his strength.
Off turn 2, down the back straightaway. This time by just 3 more circuits to go. As the Sunoco Modifieds wrap up their main event, Owen leads the charge across the stripe. Julio's trying everything to get to him and try to get a run for the lead, but right now not quite enough as they come down the back straightaway. There are only 2 to go when they come back to the stripe this time by.
That's the best race on the track right now, and even though they are separated by a length and a half or 2 lengths, Julio not about to give it up. One slight slip by Owen, and Julio can take the lead. Racing through the 3rd and 4th turn.
And
They'll see the white flag, yeah, this time.
Final time as they go down into turn number 1. Owen leads the charge through the corner. Julio not looking like he's going to have enough to make a run as they come down the back straightaway for the final time. Into 3 and 4. Pete, they are coming to the checker, and it looks like Todd Owen is going to victory lane.
Yeah, double checkers in the air, and Owen will win it. John Julio for 2nd, Danny Cates 3rd, Sangermano 4th. Derek Randstrom finishes in the 5th spot, and 6th will go to the 84.
Yeah, I didn't want to see that caution come out, obviously, and definitely don't want to see him next to me here. Obviously, he goes really good. First off, I want to apologize to Danny. I got into him out of two, and I got a run on him. I didn't mean to even touch him. I'm sure that doesn't help him, but I definitely didn't mean to get into him. My apologies to him and his guys. But thank you to the guys putting on this show, Mayberry and Mashad. Unbelievable that they keep coming here helping us racers have a place to race. So thanks to my guys and everybody here to watch.